I heard you could use a helping hand at the forge.
I could. My last two hands, well, they're not worth mentioning. And what with the wedding coming up, the work is piling up. What do they call you?
Henry.
I'm Radovan. You should know Henry. The blacksmithing isn't for everyone. Have you done it before?
Yeah. I basically grew up in the forge. My father was a swordsmith, and not just any. He even forged swords for the nobility.
For the nobility, eh? Well, that kind of experience will come in very handy for me indeed. As it happens, I have to forge a wedding present for young Lord Semine. A fine sword.
So you'll take me on?
Hold your horses. I'll have to try you out first. You could forge me a hunting sword as a test, so I can see if you can make a straight blade. That shouldn't give you much trouble if your father was a swordsmith, should it?
That sounds like, you know, and I'm only theorizing here, but
Sure thing. I can get started right away.
Great. Find some iron and get started then.
Iron?
You can't make a sword out of butter, but if you don't have your own stuff, you can get everything from the chest in my forge. Go over to the anvil and let's get started. God grant you help.
So it's over here somewhere. So I think...
She doesn't seem to be targeting me. Podcast
It's over here somewhere. Probably tools. Okay. So it's fruits and shit. No.
Are you gonna get started then?
So what the fuck is this shit? Something's here.
What was that sound? What? You've no business here. I never want to see you here.
Have you
again
taken
without
what you
permission.
need from the chest yet?
Chest.
Get to it. I want to see how you'll fare.
Okay, so it's in here. You that. Okay, so that ending. Start foraging.
Furnace is cold now. Give it a practice try. Some things, like swords, are too long to fit in the fire. Heat it up a bit harder. Try poking it around for a bit. Now get the furnace nice and hot. There's a lever above you. Give it a pull. It works the bellows.
Right up there.
Be able to tell when it's in the fire. You have to take it out from time to time and take a look. Try it out. See, it's the color of straw, which is what you want. And you heated the whole thing up. Nicely done. Now you can go straight to the anvil. Try moving the sword along the anvil so you can get the hang of it. Now take the hammer and try hitting it a few times. See the sparks? That's a sign of a good strike. The more sparks, the better. Also, you can hammer with different degrees of power. A stronger hit will do more, but it'll tire you out faster. Try giving it a few blows, as hard as you can, so I can see how strong you are. What is it? Look, if you're tired, that's got a nice ring to it. Of course, if it was all about hitting an anvil with a hammer, any dolt could do it. You've got to hammer the workpiece evenly. One hit next to the other.
Forge the piece.
Henry, focus. Give it a try. So what then? If you can't handle it, I'll have you make nails instead. Henry, focus. Give it a try. Oh, Jesus, it has to be even. Very nice. You're doing just fine. But when I say evenly, I mean it. A sword has two sides, like a lot of other things, including myself. Turn it over and continue on the other side. Nice. Now try forging it on both sides. The closer it is to being finished, the more it will take on the shape you want. It'll cool off soon anyway. It's cooled now. You can't do it all in one go. You've got to put it back in the furnace from time to time. Sometimes you've got to go there and back all day. But it's all part of the craft. Now, get back to the forge and heat it all up again, like before.
Heat. So let's get the heat together.
Get a move on. I'd like to get some other things done today. Up now, so come over to the anvil. Besides the sparks, you can tell a good strike by the sound it makes. Sparks. That's the stuff. Sparks. That's the stuff.
Should be cool off now. It should be good, right? I think I need to handle a little bit more. Okay. I don't think these be putting it again.
Well struck. See how it's taking on the right shape? That's how you can tell it's almost finished. Now, I've got a piece of advice for you. Hammer to a rhythm. When I hammer a piece to a beat, the work goes by easier. Sometimes I'll whistle to myself to keep the rhythm going. There you go. You've got it finished. All that's left is to temper it. And the sword will be done. The rest is just tweaking.
Temper the blade. Punch. Nicely done. Woohoo.
Right. Let's have a look. Well, I won't lie to you. That's pretty botched up.
It's been quite a while since I've stood at a forge.
I can tell. But at least you make an effort. Better than the 2 numbskulls I had before. I might as well give you a try. But next time, keep in mind, it's all about making sure every strike does its job. That's why you can't let it get cold, or keep striking the same spot. If you work evenly, each strike falling right next to the last one, you can't go wrong. Got that? Or is there something else you want to ask about?
What good does it do me to whistle while I work?
It makes you work to a rhythm. You won't get tired so quickly, and the iron feels it.
How do I know a good strike from a bad one?
By the sparks that fly up. And by the ring. It rings out with a different sound when you do it right.
What's the right way to heat up the workpiece?
Do it till it turns the color of straw. Ideally, the color should be the same everywhere. If your forging's going to be even, the main thing is, don't work it cold. You just ruin it. But don't overheat it either. As soon as sparks start to fly off it in the furnace, take it out.
Why should I forge evenly?
If you keep hammering the same spot, you'll never finish it. You'll just fuck it up. But jumping from one end to the other ain't a good idea neither. You'd end up working unevenly. The best thing to do is aim each strike next to the one before.
How will I know it's finished?
Notice the shape. The closer you are to finishing, the more precise the shape it will have.
Thanks. That's all I need to know.
You can sleep in the chamber by the woodshed. And there's a chest where you can keep your things. And of course, you can use the forge anytime you want. Any questions?
Where can I get materials?
You can buy some essentials from me. But if you want to make a fancy sword with lots of ornamentation, you'll have to look elsewhere. This is just a village, you know. The locals ain't after luxury. They can't afford it neither.
What can I do with the items I've forged?
Well, you could sell them, though you probably won't have much luck around here. But I'll happily buy some of the nicer things from you.
Where exactly is my bed?
At the side of the house. There are 2 doors and a wheelbarrow between them. You go in by the rear door, next to the woodshed, and you can put your things in the chest there. Don't worry, nobody will steal them.
What now?
What do you think? You're not going to be idle. I'll find you some work to do right away. You're pretty good at swords, but what the locals really need is axes and horseshoes. Right, here are some simple drawings that show what they're both supposed to look like. And some iron. You can get down to it right away.
Just like that? You aren't going to help me?
Sacre, lad. I chose you because you already know a thing or two. I'm not going to look over your shoulder all bloody day. You take care of these smaller jobs. Forge away as long as you're able, and then sell it all. Once you've made some coin and feel like being out in the open again, I'll give you some more interesting work.
Fuck. Finally got out bed. Woohoo. Jeez. I can sleep so good. Is that shit on fire? Oh, it's not. Oh, right there, okay. It says. Get into the wedding party. So, do I need to get somewhere? What the fuck?
Ave Maria.
How do I get in?
What are you doing here?
Shit. How the fuck am I supposed to get in? Let's see if I can here. So what the hell is here? Let's go do this. She's stuck. Glitch. Hold on, let me look at the beginning. Okay, so it is in here. Shit. I don't want to get caught. Oh. So it says. Get into the wedding party
Which they also have, oddly enough, in the video game Cyberpunk.
with the help of the blacksmith. Optional.
DLC.
Get into the wedding party. Need access to the wedding party. Gee, why is that twice? Wedding costumes. Let's see it over here. Excuse me. Oh, here we go. How is it?
Watch where you're going.
Shut up. Bunch. Tell me what to do. No, savage. It's a cabbage. Maybe if I do this at night. Sleep. So where the fuck's my bed again? Oh, okay, so there's in here. So, sleep and sleep.
Piss off.
You piss off.
Sue, get out of my sight.
She knew you. Shut up. Here. What's in here?
That door's supposed to be closed. You can't just stroll around here without some...
Yeah, why is this on?
Leave that door alone.
Look at it.
God bless. I'm home, my little dumpling.
I can see that. You're completely hammered.
So it's over here somewhere.
Letting them sit there.
Good evening. What do you need?
Let's see. Nothing.
Greetings.
Same to you.
In here, huh?
See you like it. You want another?
Did I wash myself? So, it's gonna be in here somewhere, right? It's over here. So, ring.
Hello, beer for me?
Is it upstairs? Let's see, where the fuck is it? Nope. Nothing here, I guess, huh? Nope. That's weird, nothing there.
My God!
Let's see, here. Sleep. It's been right here. No, nothing. So where would the wedding be? Fuck.
I'll have a beer.
Greetings.
No beer for you. It's you. Waiting process. So, gonna be near that tree somewhere, but I don't see it.
A bit longer without food, and I'll really start to be grumpy.
Oh, shut up. It's gonna be around here somewhere. This is through here. Nope.
When's the last time I ate something?
How can you be hungry already?
Careful!
Ray's gone. Oh, all right. Have another.
This isn't here either.
Hi. What can you do?
So if I was a wedding, where would I be? So I can't see shit. It says, yeah, get into the wedding party with the help of the blacksmith.
I need something to eat.
Do I go ask the blacksmith or something?
Careful!
Nothing here, so. Oh, like the east of the pot, okay.
Empty. I'll have to go somewhere else.
What's that stink? And I was starting to think someone wanted to ambush me. Good.
Ave Maria.
That's so strange. So where would this shit be? No.
I went past your garden the
Where the
other
blaster's
day,
been.
and that dog of yours was going mad, barking and growling.
So hold up. I need to get to the wedding party. I was told to go first with the chief. Help me get into the wedding. When I paid him a visit, he said he had to test me first. Of course, I had to get it. He was pleased with my works. He was so worth lined up for me. Because I was, Grizel, the world's silly war, can help me gain access to the wedding party so I can out to pay him a visit.
At me like
So,
I was
do I need to speak to mother or something? Don't be done again. Grizel, the lowers. Oh, so it's in Sabine. So it's not in the wrong spot. Shit, did we find it?
It used to be like that.
I know, Kate, stop. He's getting old and losing his wits. He's half alive, as good as dead. Takes fright. He bites your hand off.
He used to be such a sweet dog.
I'll give him a bit longer before I take him to the knackers. I don't want to wait for him to bite someone.
Are you serious? That poor dog.
He is. When he was little, he fit inside my hand.
What the hell is that? That smell wasn't here before.
You said you have some more interesting work for me. What would that be?
It's about those two idiot hands of mine, Venser and Franzi. They drove off with a cart full of goods towards Semine. And they never came back.
Do you want me to find them?
Just so. But more importantly, I want to know where my cart ended up. And especially the cargo. Go to Semine and find out what the bloody hell happened.
Have you any idea which way they might have gone? I could have a look along the way. Maybe their cart broke down or something.
There's only one road to Semine that can take a cart. It leads from Takov to Troskovitz, and then to the south. But I've got a bad feeling they got up to no good in Semine.
Those two hands of yours, Venser and Franzi, what can you tell me about them?
Can't tell you much. They're wandering laborers. I don't think they wanted to stay here with me for long. But these days, I can use all the help I can get.
Were they suspicious in any way?
No, they worked hard. They ain't no slackers. And I can't say that about everyone.
What was the cart carrying?
Bugger and bollocks. All sorts of stuff. I'd say Lord Semine wants to rearm his garrison with new equipment. There were some hunting swords, bastard swords, crossbow bolts. I also fixed the trigger on young Semine's crossbow. And some kitchen stuff. Sacks of charcoal, all sorts of things. There's a good month's work in that cartload.
All right. I'll get right on it then.
Go ahead. And if you find that pair of fools drunk, kick their asses for me.
Gladly. I'll kick some sobriety into them.
Jaunt. Head to... Now I'm doing it. Okay, head to city. I think that's it. Okay, cool.
Mind where you're going.
No. Excuse me. So now I have to head to where? Okay, so where the fuck is it? Okay, so the jaunt. Head to... Okay, fast travel? No. The jaunt. Okay, so the jaunt. This way?
You shouldn't be walking around without a light.
Do we need a light? So, what do we know? Let's see, that's what we know. Ah, okay, I can see it now. Jesus Christ, it's already down here. Can I fast travel? Let's see. Yeah, I'll just do it that way. Okay, so I did that. So now... excuse me. So we go the other way. So it's a little way, right? Shrine. Ah, so assuming this is shrine. What does it do? Nothing. Okay. Let's put this. Let's see. Yep. It's not there. Am I there yet?
Let's see what I've got here in my hand. I'm pretty sure I have. He already knows what I look like. But pretty sure when I was screen sharing earlier and I was clicking around on my tabs, I didn't know. I forgot to screen share Discord is different than screen sharing here. We only screen share a tab. I think it's copies a little low, so I was tabbing around looking at some of my stuff. Here we go. Got it. So some personal information. What, your address? Huh? Your address? No, we were talking about stuff, and I was talking about something, we were talking about banking, and I wanted to go check my credit score. I think it's something, in regards to banking information, see my login name.
Okay, sounds like the animals there.
Just like the worst of the worst of any account, right? So, you know what, I should see it, but they should be still looking at a million.
Excuse me.
Now that my password on the computer is still. And then it goes through me. Let's see here. Yeah, my account said $0.
Sabine. Okay, so
No, it's Sunday.
Don't cause any trouble. Got it?
got it. Do you think?
So I says to him, "No, father, I haven't been fornicating. I've just been loving my neighbour."
Hey! You alright there, laddie?
Oh, you should have seen him. He went as red as a cardinal's hat. Aye. Hey, servant, bring some wine.
Me? I'm not a servant.
Oh, I know. Old Serene is saving supplies for the wedding later. But you didn't need to bother your wee head about that.
Look, I'm not from here.
Oh. I didn't give a fuck where you're from. You speak our language, do you not?
Well, Yarko, seems to me this fella doesn't know how to behave toward his betters.
The old man's hired hands are lacking in manners. We'll soon fix that. Fucking hell! Come on, mate. Oh, you wee bastard!
What in the devil's name is fucking going on here?
What do you think's going on, Grandad? I'm teaching your people here how we do things.
Grandad?
Why, Grandad? An old captain like you probably still remember the flood.
True enough, Yurko. I am old. And I remember all sorts of things. Like you. When you were a little nipper running around here bare arse, with a ribbon in your hair, screaming out how you was Princess Sophie. Poor lad, hadn't a moment's peace from his big sisters.
What about that line?
Who in God's name are you?
Henry. The Takeoff blacksmith sent me. Radovan.
Blacksmith, eh? Then you'll have some explaining to do. Come along and never mind that fool Yirko. Young Samin's getting married, so we has to put up with his kin from Moravia.
You say Radovan sent you, eh? Some trouble with that cart, is it, lad?
Yes. Actually, it seems to have vanished.
My God! Anyway, Lord Sabine should hear whatever it is you want to tell me. But we can't go rousing him at this hour, can we? Come back in the morning. Or at least before noon.
All right. I'll come then.
All right. I'll go and get some shut-eye, too. If I can manage it over the racket them drunken Moravians are making.
Oh, what did I do to you?
Okay, so now what? Okay, so now where does this go? So where is it now?
Fresh garlic, sometimes you can get some cloves that are like extremely like spicy.
So over here.
Really, really fucking spicy. But it's so damn good. It's good for you. But not when you have to eat like a whole shit ton of cloves.
Let's see. Oops. So how the fuck do I get up here? So is he here? want.
I mean, this makes people look like he's a drunken dumbass, but in fact, he's really winning the fight. What's so funny? What's so funny, sir? Oh, nothing. I guess you didn't hear that. It was funny though. Why didn't you come? I went back to the window that had the Tony video up, and it was still on autoplay from where I left it. And so I went back to it. It just said, "My friend's Tom." See, is that clear of any space? No, barely, barely.
So had to sleep. I had to sleep. I watched a video of that.
I have Italian history. Shaggy, the character's name is Guido. It's Guido. Yeah, no, I'm starting to think. I'm starting to think that Anon really believes that I thought his name was
Kingdom. Let's see.
Thank you, Anonymous. Out there assassinating Italian. What is up, gamers? And this video now I'm gonna have to take the Star Wars test to show Anon that I actually knew his name was Guido. Is it not? Did we already do that? Actually, wait. If we did do one and it was going over like extended universe type of shit, I don't know it. I know the prequels through the original, and I might know a little bit about the sequel series, but not a whole lot. Because I only saw each of those movies one time, except for The Force Awakens. I saw that one a few times. Alright, let's do this. Straight out.
Let's see.
Hold on, can you wait for it's not even up on the screen yet. I can't see it. Still loading. We're still loading. In the original Star Wars trilogy, he was the only character who
So okay. Okay, so I think I have to sleep. Sleep for like 8 hours, I think. Let's see if I can live in sleep here.
It's not Sarlacc. It's not New Gunray. I think it's big.
Hail.
Oh shit, this is gonna There's two answers on each of these that are obviously wrong. I'm gonna go with Desert Troopers, or it's probably Super Troopers. I was gonna say it might be Super Troopers.
A bit longer without food, and I'll really start to be grumpy.
Who stinks here? Greeting. How can I help?
I'm here.
Youngster, I told you, his lordship is away in the afternoon. Come in the morning.
Yes, I come in the morning.
God bless.
Oh, mother of God, where's that stench coming from?
The Lord be with you.
Oh, you reek. You ought to be ashamed.
I think you would pick the monkey lizard because it's got the word monkey in it.
Ave Maria.
Well, they're not native if they're on Tatooine, though. No, not Tatooine. No, but Sarlaccs are on Tatooine.
A bit longer without food, and I'll really start to be grumpy.
I'm gonna go with Rat Rapids. Which the Rat Rapids. so I don't fucking know. I'll be honest, I don't know the extended universe shit. What the fuck was the goddamn? No, that's not. No, or you're standing on my cape. You were right. Yes.
You don't look too good. You should see the sore bones.
What a stench! You ought to be ashamed. Dave, what would you like?
I'm here.
Right. Come on, then. We'll go to Lord Sameen and you can tell him everything.
And I must tell Vashek to get 3 pigs ready for slaughter. And the carters will have to be sent to Yetchin to get at least a peck of poppy seed for cakes. And gingerbread spices. Oh, and wine, too. It's almost all gone. What we bought only last week.
Enter!
Sorry to intrude, sir. This is Henry, blacksmith Radovan's hand.
Oh, excellent. Dorothy, leave us now. Just make sure that there's plenty of everything so long as it doesn't cost too much.
But, sir...
Not another word! Leave us! So Radovan sent you alone. Who's going to unload it all? It's a whole cartload.
Yeah, Radovan sent me, sir, but not with the goods. The thing is, he's missing his cart, along with the carter in his hands.
What? But they never came here. Are you telling me they got lost?
Well, I couldn't tell you what happened to them, sir, but it's my job to find them.
There are all sorts of vermin roaming the countryside.
Oh, no need to imagine the worst right off, gnarly. Anyway, I need the load from that cart, so saddle up your old nag and we'll ride out, Captain. I could do with a breath of fresh air. I've had it up to the eyeballs with counting geese and pies.
What about Henry here, sir?
Well, what about him?
We could use an extra pair of hands. You know how my shoulder's acting up. Yuriko is shit-faced, and your son...
The older has work to do. All right, take Henry with you if you want. Just so long as he doesn't slow us down.
Thank you, sir. So, lad, you going with us? I hope you're happy about it.
Yeah. I'll be glad to help you.
Oh, you reckon we can't manage on our own?
No. That's not how I meant it.
Take it easy, son. I'm only yanking your pizzle. By the way, the fellas at the gate say you came here on foot.
Yeah, I did.
Christ above. And how are you going to ride with us? On the back of my saddle? You're a bit big for that, ain't ya? And I'm a bit too old.
You've got a stud farm here, don't you? Couldn't I borrow one of your horses?
Aye. And then we'd never see hide nor hair of you, nor the animal again. We don't lend horses. But you're in luck. Our groom brought in a grey nag not long ago. Tell him you've got to ride out with us, and he'll give it to you for a decent price.
All right. Thanks.
Well, that should be that. Unless you've got any more questions.
No, that's all. But we should get going.
My thoughts exactly. Off to the courtyard, then.
I feel quite hungry. I could lay down for a bit.
Look out!
What did you get yourself into, lad? Go and see the surgeon before you bleed to death. No one gets the better of your
What's up, youngster? We're going. Stop loitering. Come on. Henry, move your up.
You don't look too good. You should see the sore bones.
Move!
I'm ready to set out, Captain.
Great. Now stick close to us, lad, and don't go wandering off.
All right, Captain.
Where will we start searching, sir?
If they drove out of Tarkov and headed towards us, they had to pass through Troskowitz.
Right, sir. You keep up with us, son. Troskowitz ain't far, but it seems there's fellas vanishing on the way.
Very good, Captain.
What do you think about it, Captain?
I know you told me not to jump to any conclusions, sir, but I can't help myself. Someone's running rampant around here, sir.
I know who's running rampant. Yurko in the cellar. We're out of wine again. I knew this wedding wouldn't be cheap, but I'm... bleeding like a stuck pig. And the bailiff, the bride's father, you'd get more blood out of a stone than coin out of him. And then he behaves like I shit golden eggs just because I'm a noble. Even though he's got more coin than me.
Such are the times, sir. But that Yurko, he's going too far.
You know how those Moravians are. It's in his blood.
Aye, I noticed. But they're getting too much to handle. Him and his cronies. They started on young Henry, as soon as he set foot on the courtyard.
What? Is that true, Henry?
It was nothing. Just a bit of a friendly brawl. They clearly had a skinful. I can understand it.
Well, I've sure as hell got no understanding for it. I hope they didn't hurt you.
I'll say it for you. Henry got his arse kicked. You know Yurko's as strong as an ox.
And why wouldn't he be, with all he eats and drinks? But what can we do with you, Henry, if even a drunken Moravian brawler can beat you? We could get into all sorts of tricky situations along the way.
That's true, Henry. But there's something we can do about that. I think Lord Sameen here could teach you a thing or two.
Yeah, why not? What do you say, youngster? Fancy a bit of training?
It would be an honor, sir.
Excellent. Not afraid, eh? That's what I like to see. There's an abandoned pen along the path a bit. We'll stop off there and see what you're made of.
All right, sir. If you'll excuse me, I'll explain some things to the youngster here first. Wouldn't want no accidents happening.
I could lay down for a bit. Oh, exhausted.
So, we're here. Gnarly, tell the youngster here what's what.
All right, son. You're going to fight Lord Sameen. It'll be an honorable fight, so you better act accordingly. Hold on, Mo. I'll give you some gear for it.
What weapon will you give me?
What would you like?
Sword?
Don't get ahead of yourself, laddie. A sword belongs in noble hands. You can have my cudgel. It might be just a stick, but it's my stick, so careful with it. I also looked through the saddlebags and found an old jupon, and something that could pass for a helmet. You better take it, so you last at least a little while.
Thank you, Captain.
Save the thanks, and get your arse into the pen.
I feel quite hungry. There's no food for me here. Exhausted. Christ, I need some sleep.
Are you all right? You look like someone gave you a thrashing.
Greetings.
Yeah.
I could lay down for a bit.
Stink will knock me down. What the fuck is that?
really need to sleep.
What do you say, son?
Whew.
You really gave me the runaround.
I'm no spring chicken, but I'm as spry as ever.
That's true. And you handled this too, sir. Anyways, you can keep that old junk, Henry. Even my cudgel. But take care of the old fella. He might be just a piece of wood, but he saved my arse more than once.
I will, Captain.
Save.
I needed that. It's good to stretch the limbs every now and again. Don't worry about losing, lad. You've got some talent, I can tell. You should come to the courtyard, and Gnarly here will give you a good education in the art of the sword.
I call it the art of not getting skewered as soon as you step foot outside the village. But do come, Henry. We've got a nice arena in Sameen. It ain't no abandoned pig then.
You can't always choose your battleground, Gnarly. Whether it's a pig pen or an arena in Karlstein, it's the performance that counts. And while we're on the subject, where are you from, lad? It's clear you're not from Trotsky.
How did you recognize that I'm not from around here?
Well, that's easy, youngster. From your smell.
Is that possible?
Oh, aye. I can smell the scent of foreign parts on you. In case you haven't noticed, Trotsky's not exactly Paris, France. I've lived here my whole life, and I know every tree, rock, and house for miles around. And you, I don't know. So you must be new here.
Ah. Well, you're right. Christ, I need some sleep. I feel like laying down.
Don't cause any trouble, got it?
Christ, I need some sleep.
You got something against washing?
Thursday streets when it disappears around the same day.